Hi, welcome back to Beyond the Chaos. The question has been raised as to why I would share this really personal part of my life, that of battling with some health issues, with a wide audience like I am. And that was kind of my plan A, just to share this with people that I knew had an interest in it, family and close friends, those sorts of people, and requested that they keep it under their hat because nobody else really needs to know. About a week later, out in the grocery store parking lot, somebody walked up to me and said, "Hey, Bob, how's the cancer going?" Okay, plan A didn't work. This is plan B. If everybody's going to know about this, it's probably a good idea that they understand exactly what's going on. So that's why. As things stand right now, last Tuesday, I had the procedure performed where we went in and the surgeon performed the resection of bladder tumors, removed them, and sent the stuff off for analysis, and we've been kind of waiting for those reports ever since. Now, his conversation with me after the surgery was that we got it all and things look pretty normal on the rest of the bladder at this point, but he made the remark that these tumors covered between 30 and 40% of the entire interior surface of the bladder. So that's pretty aggressive. We went in about 6 weeks from thinking we had licked this thing to suddenly the thing's covering that much area. Pretty aggressive. So yesterday I got the report, the pathology report, and this also was analyzed as being the same stuff, really aggressive, and that it had actually penetrated to the subcutaneous level, which is, from what I understand, between the inner lining and the actual muscle wall. Now, I don't know whether that's a big deal or not. I know that if it gets into the muscle wall, that's when some pretty serious conversations have to take place. So at this point, a little bit nervous, frightened about what the outcome of this might be, or what the actual interpretation of these reports might be. So I got to call into my surgeon to give me a ring and give me a little better interpretation of the report than I, as a layman, might make. Now, right now, I'm wearing a catheter and a plastic bag on my right leg. For some reason, it's necessary for 10 days after these sorts of procedures. So the first time around, October 31st, it was not something that I appreciated to any great extent. I couldn't wait till it was over, and it really I was of the mindset that, you know what, if I lose my bladder, is this how life is going to be? It wasn't very productive. This time I'm approaching it a little bit different, well, a lot differently. And that would be from the standpoint of, okay, if I do lose my bladder and this is what life is going to be like, how normal can I make it, given the circumstances? And what I found is that makes all the difference in the world. The real big issues are going to bed at night and getting up in the morning. You have to switch over to a larger capacity bag. And but during the day, it's really pretty unobtrusive. Don't really think about it until your jeans start getting a little tight in that area. So, it's not going to be awful. It's going to be different. It's going to be a life change, but it occurs to me that road trips might actually be improved. If you've ever been on a road trip and you see the sign that says 30 miles to the next rest area and you really have to go to the bathroom, that's not an issue. Pull over to the side of the road, make believe you're checking your tire pressures, and go on with the rest of your day. Well, I just got off the phone with my surgeon, and the report looked pretty bad to me, but he seems pretty positive that we've got a lot of options before we have to slice and dice anything. Well, slicing and dicing is one option, but that doesn't involve the removal of the entire bladder. So Um, Seems like we're back where we were November 28th, where we thought we had it licked the first time, but then it came back pretty quick. So not out of the woods by any means. Where we go from here is we're going to start in 6 weeks with the BCG therapy, which involves injecting bovine tuberculosis bacteria into your bladder. You hold it for a couple hours and then you get rid of it. And you do that once a week for 6 weeks. And from what I understand, it spikes your immune system and encourages it to go after the cancer cells. So, yeah, looks like we're still in the game. So on the 23rd of this month, I've got a post-op appointment, and I'll probably find out more things then, and I'll let you know. So thanks for listening.